Welcome back. Is the president's senior advisor for politics out of touch? David Plouffe saying, quote, the average American does not view the economy through the prism of GDP or unemployment rates or even monthly job numbers. People won't vote based on the unemployment rate. They're going to vote based on how I feel about my own situation. Do I believe the president makes decisions based on me and my family? So it's about that, not about unemployment. Saying that with a 9.1 unemployment rate right now, though, that's challenging, right? Well, let's talk to the panel. This morning we've got Jennifer Palmieri, the president of the Center for American Progress, former John Edwards senior advisor and a surrogate for President Obama, Joe Trippi, former Howard Dean presidential campaign manager. You guys have a lot of titles. Fox News contributor, and Lieutenant Colonel Don Arias, brother of 9/11 victim Adam Arias. We welcome all of you. Well, what do you think, Joe? Let's start with David Plouffe says people aren't going to vote based on unemployment, which currently is way too high to get reelected.
Look, I've been on the other side of David Plouffe. He's beaten me more than his fair share, but this wasn't something that I would have advised. It sort of sounds indifferent, even even though I know what he was trying to say. People are going to
translate for him then.
Well, they're going to measure the president based on whether they think the president's fighting for them or not and doing a job for them or not. But I do think a lot of ways people measure that is, do I have a job? Is the unemployment rate going up? How do I feel about the economy? And right now, that's not that they don't feel that great about it. It's got to turn.
Jennifer?
It probably would have been okay if he stopped at saying people don't look at the GDP numbers.
Yeah, because most people don't know what that means.
Most people don't know what that is, but to get to unemployment was probably a mistake. But the inverse is, say if unemployment number was low and people still didn't feel like things were going well, they would not. The president wouldn't. They probably wouldn't feel good about the president either. But
sure.
It was not. Inartful.
Yeah. Don, what do you think?
You know, Steve, this is like the guy who's like, who wants to live to be 100 years old? Ask the guy who's 99 years old. He'll tell you who wants to be 100 years old. So ask the people that don't have jobs how they feel about it. And there's a lot of people that. So I think I care, and I think a lot of people do care. And maybe it's just not being measured right.
Well, here's one measurement. On Real Clear Politics, which is nonpartisan, it's pretty much right down the middle, they have this poll where they take a look at the averages of how do people feel about the direction the country is going in right now. 63% say wrong direction. Joe, if on Election Day 2012, 63% of the people who go to pull the lever feel we're going in the wrong direction, they're going to pull the other lever.
That's not so true with Obama. It's very interesting. He doesn't do that badly with people who think the country's going the wrong direction.
So people are separating the country from Obama and his...
Well, I think, one, he's personally popular, and second of all, there's still a lot of people who do, whether people want to disagree with this or not, doesn't matter. They believe that he inherited these problems and he's doing the best he can. I mean, there's
but how long does blaming George Bush work?
I think, look, that flavor is going to move away as we get closer to November if things don't turn. So look, it is the economy stupid, as James Carville said, in this cycle that it will be. And I think enough people are still giving the president the benefit of the doubt that if it turns, defeating him in November is going to be a problem.
Jennifer?
If the election was a referendum on how people felt about the economy or the direction the country is going in, Obama would probably not do very well. But at that point, it's going to be a choice between two candidates. And, if they look
especially if the other guy has got, or gal, has credentials that make it look like, well, they've been in a situation where they've bailed things out.
Maybe, or it looks like that they had the same proposals that other Republican presidents might have had, that their answer to creating jobs is to have more tax cuts. That is proven not to work. So the choice is going to be what ultimately matters.
Don, final word.
I think any one of these candidates are going to give the president a run for his money. Just based on these numbers alone, he's going to have an upward hill to fight his way up to become president.